Hello everyone, welcome to another math online lesson. Our lesson for today is the operations on radicals. Now, the operations on radicals is similar on the operations on polynomials. So let's have a quick recall on the operations on polynomials. Now, for example, we have here 2x plus 2y. Now in polynomials, this one we can only add or subtract terms if they have the same variables, right? But in this case, 2x plus 2y, each term does not have the same variable, so the result for this one is 2x plus 2y, right? But if I have here 2x minus x, this one we can subtract the two terms because they have the same variable. So this will give us x, or 2x plus x. Again, they both have the same variable, so this is 3x. So in adding or subtracting polynomial, all we need to process is the numerical coefficient of each term, provided that they have the same variables. For example, in this case, you have 2 minus, we all know that x has an imaginary numerical coefficient of 1, so that's 2 minus 1, and 1 here becomes an imaginary number. In this case, you have 2 plus 1, so you have 3x. For example, you have 2x squared minus x. Again, both terms does not have the same variable because here this is x squared and here this is only x, so the answer would be again 2x squared minus x, so nothing will happen. Okay, now when it comes to multiplication, you can now directly multiply the two terms. So for example, you have 2x plus 2y. In addition and subtraction, you cannot combine these two with result to this one, but when it comes to multiplication, we can now multiply all the elements of each term. So this one, multiply the numerical coefficient, so that's 2 times 2 gives you 4. And since x and y are not the same variable, so you can multiply, but you can copy it here as a multiplication. So the result would be 4xy. Okay, for example, you have here 2x squared times x. Again, both term does not have the same variable, but since this is multiplication, you can process the operation. So you have 2 times 1, that is 2, x squared times x. Again, they have the same basis, so using the law of the law of exponent, when multiplying variables with the same base, all we need to do is to add the exponent. So that's 2 plus 1 gives you 3. Copy the base, only add the exponent. Make sure that the base are the same. Unlike this one, they have different base. The variables have different base. This is x, this is y, so we cannot combine the two. So we'll just copy it here. Okay. Same goes with division. So if we have 2x squared divided by x, so that is 2 divided by 1 gives you 2. Now, the law of exponent says if we divide variables with the same base, all we need to do is to subtract the exponent. So that's 2 minus 1 gives you x, so raised to the power 1, and then 1 becomes an imaginary number. So this will be your answer. Okay, so please recall your law of exponents and also the operations on algebraic operations on polynomials so that you can um, understand the process, because the process of that one is similar on the operations on radicals. Okay, so let's proceed to our topic, the operations on radicals. So I have here some examples. Again, please bear in mind the process on algebraic expressions or the polynomials, because it's the same process here in the operations on radicals. So here, 5 square root of 3 minus 2 square root of 3. So this one is subtraction. Now notice the square root of 3, this term here has similar radical on this term here. So the same as polynomial, we can directly subtract this one. So we only need to subtract the numerical coefficient. So that's 5 minus 2, that's 3, and then copy the variable, which is the radical. There. Next, in this case, notice that it's a combination of addition and subtraction, and the radicals have different values. But on our previous lesson, I teach you the how to simplify radicals. So let's try to simplify the radicals first. Okay, so I'll bring down this 3 first here, and then let's try to simplify the square root of 18. Now, to simplify this one, since 18 is an even number, let's try to divide it by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Since 9 is an odd number, but 9 can be divided by 3, so let's go ahead and divide it by 3. 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. Now, our index here, since this is a square root, is 2, so we need two pair of the same number. Let's group them together. So you have here. So the value of this one is 3. Now we still have 2 which does not have any pair, so this one will go back inside the radical sign, but this one will be multiplied here or go outside the radical sign. So this one will be multiplied to our numerical coefficient 3, and then this one will go back inside the radical sign. Okay, so there, we already simplified the first term. Bring down the plus sign, bring down the numerical coefficient of the second term, and then let's try to simplify the square root of 20. Again, 20 is an even number, so let's divide it by 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, so we now have prime numbers. So since this is a square root, the index is 2, so we need 2 pair. This one, the value of this one is 2. This will go outside the radical sign and to be multiplied to our numerical coefficient 4. 5, on the other hand, will go back inside the radical sign. Then, next, let's proceed to our third term. Let's bring down the negative sign here. Bring down the numerical coefficient 2, and then let's try to simplify the square root of 8. 8, again, is an even number, so let's try to divide it by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Again, the index here is 2, so let's group two similar number. The value of this one is 2. Then we still have a remaining 2 here. This will go back inside the radical sign. But this one will be multiplied to our numerical coefficient. And then 2, this 2 will go back inside the radical sign. So let's try to simplify this one. 3 times 3, that is 9. Square root of 2 plus 4 times 2, that's 8. Square root of 5 minus 2 times 2, that's 4. Square root of 2. Now, notice after simplifying this one, we now have similar radicals, square root of 2 and square root of 2. Therefore, we can combine these two terms. So you have 9 minus 4, that is 5. Again, copy the radical 2. Bring down this one since this one does not have any similar term, so bring down plus 8 square root of 5. And that's it. Again, you can only add and subtract terms with similar radical. It's the same as the algebraic expressions on polynomials. You can only add and subtract terms with similar variables. Okay, so another example. This time it's multiplication. Okay, so here, example number 3, this is 2 square root of 3 times the quantity 4 minus 5 square root of 3. So this is an example of a monomial minus a binomial in algebraic expression. So since this is multiplication, we use the distributive property. So let's multiply this one on the first term, and again multiply that one on the second term. So same as the multiplication, even if the two terms does not have this similar variable, we can still multiply them. Okay. So here 2 times 4, that's 8. Since 4 does not have any radical inside, so let's just bring down square root of 3. Then let's proceed here. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. Now here, we have a radical 3 and a radical 3 here. So that is 3 times 3. So you have the square root of 9. Then let's try to simplify. See if you could simplify this one. So let's just bring down this one first because 3 is already in its simplest form. So you have 8 square root of 3 minus, bring down 10. 9 can be divided by 3, right? So 9 divided by 3 gives us 3. And then since this is a square root, so the index is 3, so let's group this by 3. The value of this one is 3. So I can go ahead and bring this out on the radical sign and multiply it here to our numerical coefficient 10. So let's simplify this one. So you have 8 square root of 3, 10 times 3, that is 30. So this is our final answer. Okay. Now our next example is a binomial multiplied by a binomial in algebraic terms. Okay. So again, use the FOIL method. This is the first term multiplied to the first term here. So that's 3 times 4 gives us 12. Next, 3 times 5 square root of 7x. That's 3 times 5, since that is positive, plus 3 times 5, that is 15. Since 3 does not have any radical sign here, so let's just go ahead and copy the square root of 7x. Next, the second term multiplied to the first term. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. And then since 4 does not have a radical sign here, so let's just go ahead and copy this one. So you have square root of 5x. Next, this one multiplied here. So that's negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. And then 5 times 7, that is 35. X times x, that is x squared. Okay, there. Now, 7x or square root of 7x is already on its simplest form because 7 is already a prime number. X here has only one exponent. Also here, 5 is a prime number. X has one exponent, so simplest form. But this one, 35 can be divided by 5, but it will give us 7. And since the index is 2, so we need 2 pairs. So 35 is already on its simplest form. But the x squared here, we can simplify. Okay, on our previous topic, simplifying variables, all we need to do is to divide the exponent by the index here. So 2 divided by 2 here is equal to 1. then x will come out on the radical sign. So let's go ahead and write the final answer here. So you have 12 plus, so we do not have any similar radicals here, so there's nothing to combine, only simplifying terms. So here, since x can be simplified, the square root of x squared is x, so minus x now will come out, and then what's left on the radical is the 35. There. So this will be our answer. Okay, now let's go ahead and answer our last example. Okay, so our last example here is 6 square root of 2x minus 9 raised to the power 2. So we can rewrite this one as 6 square root of 2x minus 9 times 6 square root of 2x minus 9. Okay. So here we have two terms multiplied by two terms. So using the distributive property, this one multiplied here. So that's 6 times 6 gives you 36. 2x times 2x, so it gives you the square root of 2 times 2 is 4. X times x, that is 4x squared. Okay? Now this one multiplied to negative 9, so you have negative 9 times 6, you have negative 54. Okay? And then since 9 here does not have a radical sign, so let's go ahead and copy this one down here. 2x. Okay? Now, second term, multiply to the first term here. So you have negative 9 times 6. I'll just write it here so that it will align together. Negative 54. Again, 9 does not have similar term here. So I'll just bring down 2x. Negative 9 times negative 9, that is positive 81. Then let's combine similar term. This one, negative 54 square root of 2x can be combined with this one. And then since they have the same sign, so adding like sign, again let's bring down this one. I'll just go ahead and erase this one. Anyway, you can just pause the video and then go back so that you'll have a copy of this one. Okay. I'll go ahead and bring this one down first. So 36 square root of 4x squared. Now this one, similar sign, so we can add them together. So 54 plus 54, then you have copy the sign, 108, and then copy the radical sign. There's no need to add the radical sign because the operation is addition. You only need to copy the radical and then bring down positive 81. There. So this one, square root of 2x is already on its simplest form, so we cannot do anything here. But this one here, we can. So 4 can be divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And since the index is 2 here, so we can group this one. So the square root of 4 is 2. And then let's go ahead and multiply it here. So it becomes 36 times this one times 2. And then x here, again, that is x squared. We can divide that one by the index here. It will give us 1, right? 2 divided by 2 here is 1. So you have x. It will go outside the radical sign. And then since all the element here under the radical sign is already been simplified, so there's no more radical sign here. So you have minus, being done, 108 square root of 2x plus 81. And then simplifying this one, 36 times 2 gives you 72x minus 108 square root of 2x plus 81. And there you go. So again, the operations on radicals is similar on the operations on algebraic expressions combining polynomials. Okay, so I hope you learned something today and see you on my next online lesson.